Now let us demonstrate motion through graph. So first graph we will draw xt graph. That means this is displacement versus time graph. So this is the displacement, this is time. So you can, the motion can be anything like this or anything this can be. So at any time t1, like t1, the displacement will be x1. At time some t2, displacement will be x2. Then what will be the average velocity? So average velocity is displacement upon time taken. So that means final position minus initial position upon the time taken. So this is del t, time taken, and this is the difference, and this gives the slope. That means this is del approx del t, and this is theta, this is 180 degree minus theta. So here this will become tan 180 degree minus theta, that is minus tan theta. So this is nothing but slope. What is this? Slope. So slope of two positions, this is first position, this is second positions. Slope of two positions gives the average velocity during that motion. So here we are saying that this V average is coming negative. Why it is coming negative? Because theta is greater than 90 degrees. Theta is greater than 90 degrees. If theta would have been less than 90 degree, like we consider from this T3, then this will be like x3, and consider that V average, which means T2 to T3, then this will be x3 minus x2 upon T3 minus T2, that means some different time, and that will be like this is alpha, so that's tan alpha. This is positive, this is negative. Why this is positive? Because this is less than 90 degree. So slope between two displacement gives average velocity. Now if we want to get the velocity at some particular time t, so just we have understood that when we are making this del t small, that means this will start coming nearer to this particular one point, and finally that 2 point will merge, and we will get the slope, and this slope is nothing but tangent to the curve, So at any time t, if you are drawing tangent to the curve, and when it is making some angle of theta prime, so that theta prime will give velocity at time t. That is nothing but that this tan theta, that is slope of the tangent, of the curve at that point. Okay, so that is enough. By seeing the graph, see here displacement is reducing, that's why the negative, this V average is coming negative. V averaging is coming negative, that means our motion in the opposite direction of the positive x-axis. That's why we see that x1 we are coming in the negative direction, and we are moving in this direction, and from x2 x3 we are moving in up direction. So positive velocity means the object is moving in the negative x direction, and positive velocity means object is moving in the positive x directions, and negative velocity means object is moving in the negative x directions, and that's why its displacement will get changed accordingly. Now let us see what is velocity time graph. What is velocity time graph? So we just removing this line. So this is our velocity time graph. This can be anything. This can be anything. This can be anything. This can be according to the motion. Okay. So what we are saying that like that at some point time t1, this is the velocity v1. At time t2, the velocity is v2. So this will be del t, and this will be del v, and this will give them tan theta. So where we are seeing that tan theta is equal to del v by del t. So what is this del v by del t? That is change in velocity by change in time. That is nothing but average acceleration. So this average acceleration is achieved. This average acceleration is nothing but slope of the line joining the 2 points on the curve, on the velocity curve. Now let us consider some time t. So when we are reducing this difference, so at some time this will get merged and we will get the tangent, and that is also called the slope of the curve. So slope of the curve at some time t, that is rate of change of velocity, is given by angle made by the slope of the tangent. This is slope of the tangent. So now there are situations when alpha is greater than 0. In this situation, alpha is less than 90 degree, less than 90 degree, tan alpha will be positive, acceleration will be positive. When alpha is greater than 90 degree, this acceleration will be less than 0. Similarly, at different times, you can calculate less than 0, and this will be something like, this will be 90 degree greater than alpha, less than 180 degree. So you have just to see at what quarter this tan alpha is positive, then the acceleration will be positive. At what quarter tan alpha is negative, and from the slope you can see that it is going up. That means the velocity is increasing, so acceleration will be positive. Here velocity is coming down, so acceleration will be negative. So from the graph you can see the same thing. What is the other thing? That if we take area between this curve, this area will give this distance displacement covered by the, like v is dx upon dt. So this dx is equal to v dt. So x, that means displacement, will give v dt. So this is nothing but area under the curve. This integration of v dt is nothing but area under the curve. So this area gives the displacement. So when you want to calculate the area displacement between 2 points, you have just to take the area between these 2 points and you will get the displacement. Like if you want to calculate area displacement between t1 to t3, then you have to take these all areas. Now as we have positive direction upward, so this displacement will be positive, this will be negative. So you have to subtract this area from this area, then you will get the net displacement. Okay, so that is enough for velocity time graph. What will give the acceleration time graph? So this is our acceleration, this is our time, this is some graph. So let us condition between T1 and T2. Acceleration is nothing but dv upon dt, that is rate of change of velocity. So dv can be written as a dt. So this v can be written as integration of a dt between point T1 to T2. So, or this will be V1 to V2. That means V2 minus V1 is equal to integration T1 to T2 a dt. So this a dt is nothing but this area. This area gives the rate change in the velocity during this time period T1 to T2. This graph again can go downward also, and if we want to calculate the change in velocity, then again we have to calculate all these areas, and this will be positive, this will be negative. You will have to subtract this part from this part, and that will give the change in velocity. So this is the basic understanding of velocity, position, displacement time graph, velocity time graph, and acceleration time graph. You can predict everything very easily. Thank you very much.